Hi everyone, my name is Jacob.
And my name is Lady.
And this is Little Oliver. And we're the founders of El Nido here in Armenia, Colombia. And we wanted to tell you about an exciting new project we have coming up. So here we go. El Nido, which means the nest, began 5 years ago when we encountered a 13-year-old pregnant girl who needed our help. She had very limited access to healthcare and almost no support. From there, it bloomed into a 3-phase program which helps the girls to learn, to grow, and be able to provide for their little ones.
So phase 1, we accompany the young women and help them spiritually, physically, and emotionally to embrace their new roles as moms. In the second phase, we work to create a strong loving bond between the mom and the child. And in the third phase, we empower the young moms to discover their passions and work towards ending their cycle of poverty. And recently, we have a big change, so now we have a new need.
Before the pandemic hit, the house we were renting, the owner decided to sell. So we had to move and we began to look for a larger location, seeing as our program had begun to grow, and to be honest, the space that we were in before had become too small. So with the idea of growth and being able to create more programs for the girls, we began to look for a bigger house, and that's where we found the place that we're shooting this video actually right now, and that's the new house for El Nido. We did not know a pandemic was going to hit, and it hit just as we signed the lease, but it's actually been a great space for us to be able to collect clothes, to collect food for the girls. And the idea is to open the program again with more programs. Here we'll have an actual space to have a coffee shop. We'll have a space to have a food bank that the girls will have access to, as well as a free children's clothing shop where the girls can come and select clothes for their little ones when they're in need. With rent prices and property prices rising here in Armenia, we decided why not launch a campaign to buy the house. Now I know this sounds a bit crazy, but we thought if we're going to start investing money in this house, it would be good to invest into a place that we own and is actually going to be ours, rather than invest in a property that maybe we'll have to move again eventually. So maybe you're thinking, why now? Why during a pandemic are you trying to buy? Are you crazy? The reality is the pandemic is ongoing and the problem of teen pregnancy is not going to stop. In fact, actually, it's gotten worse.
During the pandemic, the teen pregnancy rates have gone up, especially between the ages of 10 and 14 years old. We believe that this phase will give us not only the economic freedom to stop paying rent, but will help us to accomplish and implement new options for the girls so they can learn and practice new skills that will help them to provide for their families and build a better future.
We are hoping and praying to raise about 296,000 Canadian dollars. I know, just saying that number makes my knees quiver a bit, but you know what? If we don't try, the goal will always remain unreachable. And we know that with such a great group of supporters behind us, and through lots of prayer and faith, we can make it.
So this is where you come in. $296,000 is a daunting number, but 370 isn't. Why 370?
Well, our house is 370 meters squared. Yes, we're on the metric system. And we figured that while we might not know 370 people, you guys might know about 370 people that can each buy 1 meter squared, or groups of people.
So let's break this down. 1 meter squared is 800 Canadian dollars.
Or that's roughly $67 per month. So we figured you guys, you can probably find 370 people to purchase 1 meter squared at $800. Or if you can't do it, you can break it up throughout the year. Also, if you can't, you can call your friends, you can do it as a group, church groups, and we can all together figure out a way to buy this house.
So, thanks to Latin American Mission that partnered with us in this endeavor, if you give through them, you will be able to receive a Canadian tax receipt.
So thanks everyone for taking the time for watching us. We hope it hasn't been too long and too trying as it has been for us to make it. We love you so much.
So thanks for joining us and helping build our nest.